Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This is Devon Achane. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Dolphins in a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The last series form, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Oh, able to avoid him. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Herbert now. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. And I think he got a yard to the 41.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Chargers first down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one finds McConkey. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Herbert. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. the middle, it's Hampton. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Lad McConkey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this out to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
On the ground, this is Hampton. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now it's Herbert. And it's caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston from 4 yards out. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
My man, my man.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Open man is Waddle, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Big chance. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Tua. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's brought in by Harris. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Again, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
44-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2 are going to throw. They complete it to him. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
For a Miami Dolphin.
Now Tua sliding out of the pocket. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the 3rd quarter?
Dicker now to tack on the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with it or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Here's 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, look at the juke. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass.
Hill diving, and he's got it full extension with a catch. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Looking to pass. Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short game.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Tua to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. That seemed to be a run-pass option, but when you're going downfield like that, was it designed to be that way?
It certainly was, because what you're trying to do is draw people up with the fake inside, and hopefully people can run past them downfield. But in any event, I like the aggressiveness taking the shot.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 98 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Hampton. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. But now he appears to be in some pain. 3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Herbert off of play action. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Herbert. Forced out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
They fake the handoff, now Tua. And going deep for Hill. Oh, Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Check down, complete to Haskins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert now. Now this one finds McConkey. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the 1st time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
First carry of the game for Hassan Haskins. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. And his kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
First and 10 at the 30.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the pass complete to Waller on the outright. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 4th down.
8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Well, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
55 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On a jet sweep, it's McConkey. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well break the board.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Miami Dolphins.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another 1st down.
That's good for another Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Well, you've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Here's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Finally hauled down for the 1st first time this game, multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hill. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.
So for L.A., it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.